Hello and welcome to another edition of Liberty Nation Swamponomics videocast. I am Andrew Moran, Ellen's economics correspondent. Each week, I dive into the morass of top economic news stories and fish out compelling narratives, or I retrieve fallacies that have been accepted as conventional wisdom by the swamp creatures for years. This week, inflation is fueling Social Security's collapse. In October, the Social Security Administration announced that the Social Security Cost of Living Adjustment, or COLA, will be 5.9% in 2022. It is projected that the increase in the average monthly benefit for retired workers will rise from $1,565 to $1,657. An average couple's benefits would receive a boost of approximately $154 to $2,753 per month. Plus, the federal supplemental Social Security income benefits for individuals will climb from $794 this year to $841 per month in 2022. For couples, the maximum will be $1,261 next year, up from $1,191. So, to put this into perspective, last year's Social Security COLA was just 1.3%. Over the last 10 years, the average annual COLA had been only 1.65%. While this is fantastic news for millions of struggling retirees, it does not bode well for Social Security's future. As Liberty Nation has reported for the last few years, the program's finances are not in great shape. They have been eroding each year. 1 month before the projected increase, Old Age and Survivors Insurance Trust Fund published its annual report, and the Social Security and Medicare Boards of Trustees released their projections too. The result, or the conclusion, their long-term finances are in deep trouble. By the end of 2021, the Social Security Trust Fund finished the year with a balance of $2.76 trillion, down 2% from the previous year. But what's happening? Well, there are a few things. Birth rates are falling, and life expectancy is increasing. A higher number of people die in America every year than are being born. Payroll taxes are down. 55 million people tapped into their Social Security retirement benefits at the end of last year, while 175 million people paid into the system through payroll taxes. This is down 3% from the previous year. There is something else that is not talked about much. The Federal Reserve's artificially low interest rates are preventing the fund's investment in Treasury securities to pay enough interest to match the fund's outflows. Wolf Street noted that the weighted average interest rate earned on the securities in the trust fund dropped to 2.4% in September. A decade ago, it was generating about 5% in returns. Overall, annual interest income has plummeted 35% since 2010, declining from $108.5 billion to $70.5 billion. Could the Fed's expected rate hikes by next summer be enough to save the program? Unlikely. All signs point to the central bank pulling the trigger on incremental rate hikes sometime next year. But what could be done? There have been policy prescriptions proposed for many years, such as raising the eligibility age, conducting means testing, and raising Social Security taxes. None of these are politically feasible in an environment where both parties are desperate to hold on to power and are afraid to poke the bear. In this case, seniors who never forget who wronged them in politics. In the end, the collapse of Social Security was inevitable, much like every other Ponzi scheme out there. The problem is that this is the largest Ponzi scheme in history, worth tens of trillions of dollars and affecting tens of millions of Americans. That's it for me this week. Please read my full Swamponomics column, where I dive into Jen Psaki's big lie, Hillary Clinton on cryptocurrencies, and the Turkish lira crashing again. Thank you.
Who are we? We are Americans that believe in liberty. We are a project of the nonprofit One Generation Away. We are patriots who apply the founding principles to the issues of today.
And they keep moving the goalposts on us.
We are educators and commentators who love America and the Constitution. Who are we? We are Liberty Nation.